You ready? For the record, both assistant state attorneys are present, all for defense counsel and Mr. Rodgers. I've been told we have a verdict. Is the state ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is ready? Does either side need time to talk to any of the family members or friends from either side before we have a verdict? I'm not going to have any outbursts. And if and this is directed to anybody out there, if you can't handle it, wait outside and wait for somebody to tell you. Need any more time? Defense? Okay, bring them out. Please be seated. Have you elected a foreperson? That's you, sir. Have you reached a unanimous verdict on each count? If you'll please pass the verdict form to the bailiff. Thank you. We'll let the clerk publish the verdict.
In the Circuit Court of the 20th Judicial Circuit, in and for Lee County, Florida, criminal action. State of Florida versus Jimmy Ray Rodgers, case number 15 CF 673A. Verdict. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. First-degree murder, check only one. The defendant is guilty of second-degree murder. If you found the defendant guilty of second-degree murder, answer the following question. Do you unanimously find beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant carried, used, or attempted to use a weapon? No. Conspiracy. Check only one. The defendant is not guilty. Burglary. Check only one. The defendant is guilty of trespass. If you found the defendant guilty of trespass, answer the following question. Do you unanimously find beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant was armed or armed himself within the structure with a weapon? No. So say we all, October 23rd, by the foreperson Herbert A. Johnson, Jr.
Would either side like the jury polled? Okay. Ma'am, I'll start with you. If you'll please state your name or anything further with the jury, either side. Any reason why we need to retain them at this time, either side?
None from the state, Your Honor.
You're going to leave with my thanks, the thanks of the court system here today. If you need a letter from the clerk, again, we can provide an updated one for you. We'll give you an escort back to your vehicles if you want that. You're free to talk about the case with anybody you'd like to, and you're free to refuse to. That's entirely up to you. And again, you're going to leave with my personal thanks as well. Please be seated. State.
At this time, the state would ask the court to set a sentencing date. We also ask the court, if the court's going to roll prints today, to roll the second set of prints so we can proceed with the prison release reoffender sentencing.
Okay, and any other requests at this time? If he has a bond, I'm going to revoke his bond, hold him no bond pending sentencing, and is he entitled to a PSI? I believe he is.
I don't believe he's entitled as a prison releasee reoffender. However, if the court wants to order one, I don't think there's any error for the court to order one.
Would you like one? I forgot his PRR.
Yes.
Okay, we won't order a PSI, and how long out do you need? 30 days?
2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks?
At the least.
Defense?
Same.
Okay.
Statutes for the new charges? Statutes?
You'll provide those to the clerk after court?
What he was found guilty of.
Okay. The lesser included statute
yes.
numbers. You guys want November 12th, morning or afternoon? That's actually more like 2.5 weeks, isn't it?
Maybe the week after.
November 18th, morning or afternoon?
Either works for the state, but it may be that afternoon is better. Either one.
You want to confer with the people you need here potentially for impact?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll give you a moment.
Thank you. Your Honor, they either would work with the family.
Okay. And you have no preference? No preference from the defense?
Not this time now.
What do you think? Thank you.
We hardly have anything set either. So.
Leave it the afternoon in case it goes long, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do 1:30.
And Your Honor, the date again.
November 18th, 1:30. That is a Monday. Okay.
That statute for the court is 782.04 subsection 2
And is that
for second degree murder.
is that first degree felony or life?
It's a first PBL.
A PBL. And then for the trespass?
Trespass is 8-1. Hold on.
It's a first degree misdemeanor, right?
Yes. 810.08 subsection 1.
Okay. And that's a first degree misdemeanor?
Yep. Sir, we'll take 2 sets of your prints and we will see you on the 18th.
Second degree misdemeanor.
Second degree?
Second degree? Oh, I thought it was a first.
Will the court adjudicate the defendant or
I'll adjudicate him guilty on the 2 counts that he's been found guilty of at this time. We'll roll 2 sets of prints, one for the court, one for you, and we'll see everybody then.
Thank you.
How much time will you need?
We need some time, Judge.
I mean, that afternoon for the sentencing, I mean, how much impact are you going to have roughly? I'm not going to hold you to it completely.
We'd like,
We need some time. We have not had that discussion yet.
Defense have any idea how much time you need?
Probably blocking the afternoon out for both of us isn't a bad idea.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll figure it out when we get there. Okay. We'll be in recess. Thank you. We're adjourned. Yep, we're in recess. Yes, ma'am.